أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي لا يبلغ مدحته القائلون ولا يحصي نعماءه العادون ولا يؤدي حقه المجتحدون الذي لا يدركه بعد الحمم ولا يناله غوص الفطن ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا والشفيع ذنوبنا سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم وآل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين صاحب العصر والزمان خليفة الرحمن إمام الإنس والجان ولعن الله أعداهم أجمعين إلى يوم الدين أما بعد فقد قال الله وقوله الحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا وإن الله لمع المحسنين صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. First of all, we send our tabrik and our congratulations and our mubarak to the Imam of our time, to the Marajeh, and to all of you, my beloved sisters and brothers in Edmonton, on two actually occasions. Number one is on the arrival of the month of Rajab, and on the Waladat ba Sa'adat of our fifth Imam, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. A little bit about the next 3 months that lie ahead for us. The ulama have referred to these 3 months of Rajab, Sha'aban and Shahr Ramadan as Fasl Ibadat. Fasl means season in Arabic. It's a season of worship. You know, in the Gregorian calendar, in the English calendar, it starts at January, ends in December. But in between, they have sub-calendars, right? They have the academic calendar that begins in September, ends in June. Or sometimes in September, ends in April, depending on what level you're at. They have the fiscal calendar. They have many things. The Islamic calendar is no different. It begins in Muharram, ends in Zil Hijjah, but there are other seasons as well in it. And one of the most important seasons that we have inside the Islamic calendar is the season of worship. These next 3 months, these next 90 days are crucial for us. And they are, as I often call them, accelerators on their path, on our path towards Allah. I want you to imagine now that you're driving towards your destination. You left your house, you've backed off from the driveway, and initially you go through some inner streets, and you go 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers an hour. Things are in Edmonton, but in Toronto things are quite fast-paced. And then you hit the highway. And the moment you hit the highway on the on-ramp, you begin to now accelerate 60, 70, 80, and now you go a good 110, 120 sometimes. And now all of a sudden, now you pick up speed. And now you are, very increasingly now getting closer and closer to your destination. And that portion of the highway now, you actually make up more ground than you do sometimes in the beginning of your journey when you're going through the various traffic lights and the small streets and the stop signs, etc., etc. Our journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is no different. There are moments where we slow down, there are moments where we go slow, there are moments where we are, busy navigating through that journey. Then there are moments where we hit the freeway. No traffic lights, no 60 zone, we're flying. And it feels like we're gaining so much momentum. And we are. To me, Rajab, Sha'aban, and the month of Ramadan is the freeway, is the highway in our journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are things that are recommended in these months. There are du'as to be recited. There is fasting to do. There are many things that have been recommended to do. I won't give you the list. All of you, mashallah, know very well what there is to do. But one thing I'm going to say, especially to my youth, a lot of my youth out there sometimes ask, I just need a spark said, Asad, I need a moment, I need something to help me out here. Don't allow these next 3 months of Rajab and Sha'aban and Mahr Ramadan to go as normal months. Okay, I'm not asking you to go through Mafatil Jinan and try to do every little thing that's recommended. No, but whatever you do extra and try to add a little bit more to your worship, do it with consciousness, with mindfulness, with awareness. Know what you're saying, know what you're doing, and do it consistently. I'm not asking you for major changes. Small acts of worship that are done consistently, Imam Ali says, are far more beloved in the eyes of Allah than large acts of worship done inconsistently. Okay, we are somebody who, we live in a go big or go home era, right? It has to be an impact. There's got to be this bang effect, right? Doesn't matter if it happens once a year or once every 4 years or once every 6 months or this and that. And Islam is not even close to that, guys. Islam is small, meticulous changes, but doing it consistently. And these are the next 3 months to begin now to grow and plant the seeds of growth. So when you get to the nights of Qadr now, in a matter of 70 nights or so, 80 nights or so, then the seeds aren't being planted, they actually now begin to grow. And actually you start to see new growth now being developed inside of you. So these are extremely important months. They're filled with dates of the Ahlul Bayt. You'll see a lot of me, unfortunately for all of you, but it is important that we understand the beauty of these next 3 months. Our fifth Imam was born on the 1st of the 57th of Hijri in Medina. Shaheed on the 7th of Dhul Hijjah of 114 after Hijrah, and of course he was buried in Baqir in Medina. He lived for 57 years, and he was an Imam for 19 years. His laqab of Al-Baqir is a beautiful one, and all the Imams had a very maqsood and a very specific title for them that fit them rather well. Baqir is the one who does Baqar in Arabic. Baqara is cow. Baqar is somebody who splits something open. Okay? So when you split something open, you see the true contents of what was split open. Right? So sometimes they would say that individuals who are farmers who are preparing the ground for their crop and their harvest, they're doing what? They're doing baqar of the ground. They're actually, they're opening it up.